guys, and as you know, by tapping on the thumbnail and from other YouTubers who uploaded earlier, or from Infobot or Concierge or MCOC Trucas, you know that 6-star champions are coming to the contest, and with that, 5 stars will be more readily available in calendars. 4 stars might have the rarity of 3 stars, and as well as a Grandmaster Crystal that will replace the premium crystal for uncollected summoners, and that will have a chance of getting at the lowest a 3-star champion, and you can even get a 5-star champion there. So yeah, that's pretty good news. So let's get straight into it. Hey summoners, as most of you have just read in today's latest uncollected announcement, 6 stars will be joining the contest. We're very excited to be sharing these details with you much further in advance than we normally announce new content, and while it will be some time before they are playable, you will start to receive 6 stars as shards and encounter them in quest content before the end of the year. We'll be sure to provide further updates as we get closer to the release date, but for now, we hope you'll find the following information both exciting and helpful. Exciteful. So you can go ahead and read that why we're releasing 6-star champions. Exciting things on the horizon. A lot of really great things are coming with the release of 6 stars, so it's time to get excited. 4 and 5-star champions will become more readily accessible within the game. Excuse me, it will be more beneficial and exciting to dupe 5 stars. 6 stars have a new feature that is entirely unique, in the same way that 5 stars have the extra damage minigame. Legit, that's what they'll call that, a minigame? Whatever. Rank up materials for 5 stars will become more available in the contest, and we're changing the rank up recipe for 5 stars by reducing the amount of tier 5 basics needed to go from rank 4 to rank 5 from 4 to 2. We'll be adding a new arena for 6 stars once they are playable. So a 6-star arena, what would be the cutoff? 100 million? Just kidding there, boys. We'll see. I have no idea what it will be like. I guess you'll be using your 5 and your 4s, but that's kind of like the feature. Or will you just be using your 5 stars? And you'll slowly start to face off against them in in-game content. So I think the first place you're going to see that is in Act 3. Wait, Act 3? No. Act 5.3 with the Grandmaster. He might be a 6-star. As mentioned in our latest uncollected announcement, today summoners will start to earn 5-star shards upon duping 5 stars pretty quickly. You'll all have your first chance to see 6 stars in action in mid to late fall, where you will face off against them in some of our new quest content first. So I doubt that's gonna be like heroic and stuff. I'm guessing that's Act 5. And then after that, we expect that 6 stars will become playable within the contest in early 2018. And there's a longer heads up than normal, blah 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 blah. Upon their release, 6-star champions will not be usable in the featured hero arenas. While this will change in time, similar to the release pattern of 5-star champions, our goal was to ensure that players are not suddenly finding themselves competing against stacked odds. Once 6 stars are usable in the arenas, it will be in an entirely new arena. We don't have a current estimation of when this will roll out, but we'll share more details on that once 6 stars have become playable. And 5-star champions are being more accessible, more rank up opportunities, and we might see 5-star shards in the calendar and not just this month. So probably next month we could see 5-star shards still. But anyway, here are the frequently asked questions. How many crystal shards will you need for a 6-star? 10,000 shards. How many 6-star shards will you get for duping a 5-star? 275. That's kind of underwhelming. I was hoping it would be like a larger figure. figures, since duping a 5-star is going to be pretty hard. But I guess since 5-star crystals are more easily available, and everyone on average might be getting about, well, at the least around one every 4 months from quest content, but I think everyone should be getting like 2 every 4 months or something, like a rough average. How many 6-star shards will you get for duping a 5-star? 275. Will only paying players get 6 stars? And this is a bold move. Something I'm shocked to see, because 6 stars, it seems like they have not been added to Milk the Whales, which is something Kabam is very famous for. They are a famous meal milking company worldwide. And here's what they say. Will only paying players get 6 stars. 6 stars won't be purchasable within the game for quite some time. Oh my gosh. That means no 6-star daily card. Oh my god. They will, however, be most readily available to players that are already pushing the boundaries of their achievements within the contest, whether that is by grinding heavily. Wow, sounds free to play, grinding heavily. I think Brian Grant could do that. I think you can do that without spending money. Being a long-term player. I think you can do that without spending money, boys. Being a high-performing player. I think you can do that without spending money. Or a player that dominates competitive modes within the contest. Can you do that without spending money? I think so. I duped my 5-star before this. Oh crap, no! I duped my 5-star before this announcement. Can I get shards for that? No, we are not doing any retroactive 6-star shard grants, since you are giving players a early notice on this. So I think what's going to happen, boys, they want us to save our 5-star crystals to see if we can dupe them after August 30th. And after August 30th, they're just going to be rigging crystals with Spider-Gwen, with Luke Cages, and just having a good time. That's what you need to expect from Kabam. When will we see 6 stars in the game? In October, in quest content. They will not be playable. When will 6 stars be playable in the game? Early 2018. Until they are released, you can collect 6-star hero crystal shards. Will there be featured 6 stars? 6 stars. When 6 stars are first playable, there will only be a base group of 24 champions. Once we get closer to the actual release, we will be able to share more details on the future of featured 6-star champions. So I'm hoping featured 6-star champions will get 15k crystal, or it'll just be added to the basic reel. And it would be so cool to like get your hands on a 6-star Star-Lord. I have no idea how you're going to duplicate that though, but a 6-star Star-Lord, a 6-star Gwenpool, a 6-star Spider-Man stack enhance. It looks like my dreams come true, boys. What about Alliance Wars and Alliance Quest? While we don't have specific details to share surrounding these game modes, we can say that our team has been and is discussing how the addition of 6 stars will impact these game modes. It's safe to say that this will change the competitive landscape a bit, but the contest will also have changed and evolved quite a bit in other ways by 2018. If only due to the fact that much more of our player population will be more experienced and have naturally progressed further within the game by that point. So the contest will evolve quite a bit in other ways by 2018, and it's still kind of mysterious to see what will happen there. But what I think is, for most endgame players, for most mid-tier players, 3 stars are going to have that rarity, like 2 stars, and you're going to be getting 3 stars and be like, well, that's not really that good. And you're going to be getting 4 stars and you'll be like, well, that's kind of good. But Kabam has reacted to this, and they said that 4 stars will be, they will still be very strong champions within the game, because as you can see from that notification that has been timed, Marvel Champions on Twitter has been super active. They have been replying to almost every mention that they're getting on Twitter, like answering questions, because they say today will be a day with lots of questions due to the announcements. So yeah, So they're saying that 4 stars will still be very strong in the contest, but their rarity should lessen, and probably even premium hero crystals should have a better chance to gain them. Okay, yes, 5 stars had a new game mechanic that helped make them unique and more interesting. Will 6 stars? Yes, 6 stars will come with a new combat mechanic called Adrenaline. This will activate after a 6 star has been struck by an enemy and gives players a chance to hit their opponents back in order to obtain some of the health they have lost. Oh my god, that sounds interesting. It's my first time reading this, boys. I read from on top there and I was like, okay. But no, this sounds way more interesting. We'll have more specific details regarding this exciting new mechanic much closer to release. So, Adrenaline, what's gonna happen is that when you get struck, it will give us a chance to hit the opponents back in order to re-obtain some of the health they have lost. So will that be like an unstoppable? And will that be pretty detrimental? Like fighting a 6 star in defense, because wouldn't they always be proccing that? But we may have to see like percentage chance to get that, but it just says that when it's been struck. So the information is pretty minute now, but I guess as it comes closer to the release, we shall hear more about that adrenaline factor in 6 stars, because it sounds like when you get struck, it'll give you a chance like unstoppable, like Rhino's unstoppable, like a very short unstoppable that gives you a chance to attack into opponents, and then you get like 25% of the health that you lost. So it sounds interesting. How strong are 6 stars compared to 5 stars? We're still actively tuning them and are committing to getting them just right. Players can expect them to be a step up from 5 stars in the same way that 5 stars are a step up from 4 stars. Will 5 stars now be easier to obtain? Yes, you will find ways to obtain 5 stars. Will increase through the following. 5-star shards are now available through calendar rewards. 5-star shards will be available through special event content. 4 stars are now also easier to obtain, which will award 5-star shards upon duping them. Will 5 stars be easier to rank up? Will tier 5 catalyst be available? Yes, we don't have a specific date yet, but we'll be sure to update everyone once we are closer to establishing a date. Will you be changing the 5-star rank up recipe? It's from 4 to 2 now. That'll be it for today, guys. 6-star champions are coming. The hype and the terror. Could this mean that an ROL Part 3 or a new Labyrinth of Legends could be coming in the near future in late 2018 or so? It is a big shift for the contest in terms of rarity for each champion. 5 stars will be more easily accessible, and you'll see more people duping 5 stars. The uncollected arena crystals, the uncollected free crystals have launched today as well. That's everything for today. I think there are some other stuff that I must have left out that has been announced today as well, but that's watching this video. Thank you for tapping on this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you on the video just like this one. Bye.